Welcome to our Turtle Stitch session. And we are Cynthia Solomon. I'm Susan. And we have Sarah Magner somewhere.
Right.
Yes, good. And we're here to share the secrets and surprises of spirals in Turtle Stitch. And we're all very avid Turtle Stitchers, and we have some other avid Turtle Stitchers joining us right now too, which is really cool. And it's okay if you're a beginner. And in the chat, you can find our tutorial guide, because you always start a workshop, a Turtle Stitch workshop, with a tutorial, and it's pretty exhaustive. So it should be able, we should be able to help you. So you're going to need to sign up for an account. If you can't sign, if you haven't signed up for an account, do it right now while we're talking, because it takes like 3 minutes for them to send you a confirmation email.
But you can use Turtle Stitch without signing up for an account. It's just you can't save in the cloud, but you can slave. You can save in a different fashion, so don't worry. But we'd like to turn it, the introduction over to Sarah.
Yes, but Sarah and I, before we do that, Sarah and I are going to say, Sarah and I are going to say a few things about Turtle Stitch and why we love it. Why don't you start, Sarah? Sarah teaches in a school, so she's going to give you the school perspective.
I do. I teach 5th and 6th grade Innovation Lab right outside Washington, D.C. And I love teaching Turtle Stitch to 5th and 6th grade students, and sometimes younger students in clubs, because it gives them a chance to code something and then hold the code in their hand after they have used the embroidery machine for their code to get stitched onto either a tote bag or a t-shirt or a coaster. So it's magical for me and for them to actually hold their code in their hand, and I love teaching it.
That's so cool. I teach in an after-school program with youth of color in Boston, and the young people here really like it. Even the young men. We have actually more young men than young women who are interested in the sewing machines and the coding, and they often tell me that they didn't like geometry before they did Turtle Stitch. So it's a really cool thing, and we love making products, and we'll show you a few of them out of the Turtle Stitch embroidery patterns. Okay, go ahead, Sarah. Tell us, share your screen and tell us about the Turtle Stitch.
Okay, so signing up for an account is very easy, but I just want to walk you through how to do that. If you haven't already, let me just get to the right screen. You're just going to go to, so I'm going to stop share and share this one. Sorry. You're just going to go to the top of the Turtle Stitch at the top, right next to Run, and you're going to sign up for an account. I also want to walk you through just the first few parts of Turtle Stitch itself, so you can learn about the different panes. Hold on one more second. I have all this open and
just scroll down.
Sorry. Okay, is it showing okay?
You need to scroll down on your
Little bit. Scroll
Okay.
a little.
Okay, sorry. I think it must
Don't be sorry, just do it.
just do it. Okay, there we go.
And
there we
too
go.
much. Go down a little.
there,
A little bit more, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Turtle Stitch editor has 3 main panes. You have the palette on the left-hand side, which is where your blocks of code are. If you've ever coded in Scratch or Snap, you'll recognize these. In the middle is your scripting pane, and that's where you actually drag the blocks to the center. And then on the right-hand side is the stage pane, and that's where you'll find the turtle and where you'll find where your code is going to run. So to make the turtle do things, you're going to drag the blocks from the palette to the scripting pane, and then you're going to click on either run or click on the blocks to get the turtle to move. So let's start out by making a script. You can do the one that I have up here, move 10 steps and turn 15 degrees. So I'm going to do it with you on TurtleStitch. 1 second. Okay, there we go. Except it's not. Hold on 1 more second. I'm sorry. I think I get. Okay, there we go. So I want you to drag. So the very first thing you're going to do is I'm signed in. You're going to go to run TurtleStitch if you're not there already. And you should see your name in the top right if you've signed in for, signed in for an account. So I'm going to say move 10 steps and turn right 15 degrees. One tip we want to tell you about is to also include a reset block either separately or at the top, because then that will clear your screen each time. So if I click, you can either click the word run on the right, or you can just click the blocks and you'll see that the turtle keeps moving. Although I have a little bit of a delay. Do you guys see that delay too?
Separate
The reset,
please. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can either keep clicking it, or you'll discover very soon that you can also add a repeat block. But if I wanted to clear my screen again, I would hit reset. Okay. All right. So now Susan and Cynthia, your turn, right? After everybody's tried it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're going to
But-
share your screen.
So unshare, right?
Unless you want me to be the robot.
You can robot.
Okay, I'll robot.
But Susan and I sometimes do a dance. Bear with us. We've never done it side by side, so it may be easier.
It may be-
She's not always my most obedient robot.
I am not.
Sometimes she thinks for herself, and it's a bad message for robots. One of the things that Sarah just showed you, which will eventually cause you a problem, is clicking on move and turn without selecting an embroidery stitch. So off we go to embroidery. See, Susan's not the best robot.
I'm in embroidery.
Okay, and running stitch is the simplest, most common kind of stitch. So if you click, I like connecting it to reset. So if you click on reset, the running stitch is there, and then click on move and turn. And how many times, click, 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 Susan, how many clickings is she doing? Well, this is where we think about the old turtle. And if the turtle is headed in one direction, see, I didn't ask her to do that. If the turtle's headed in one direction and it starts rotating, how many degrees does it turn to come back to the same direction? And it turns out, Susan, you make me dizzy with that. Would you make it smaller, please? I think I should. Okay. A good question now, since I told you to make that smaller, is how would you make it bigger?
You can use the zoom to fit.
No.
How would you make it bigger? Oh,
Sorry, no. See, my robot is thinking.
I'm moving into AI.
Yes,
I would change the number of steps.
correct. Change them.
Somebody from the audience, give me a number.
Yes, do not be on mute. Speak up.
Give me a number.
500.
500. Oh my God.
Oh,
Cynthia, what do you think will happen?
Richard's impossible. Now
Too
zoom,
big.
now zoom to fit.
It's way off.
Okay, so much for asking for audience participation, you know.
Well, I'm going to change it to 100 because that's going to be way more reasonable.
It's still too big.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I know. Well, one of the things before we go to resizing is it's 360 degrees for a whole turn for the turtle. So pull out the operators, and we know it does it 15 degrees at a time. So type in 360 and 15 is the divisor. Now click on the, okay, the green part, and it says 24. So I'm going to go to control. I should have done this myself. And pull out repeat and wrap the move and turn inside the repeat and put repeat 24. Now reset. And now repeat 24. Well, you can, here's the thing that's very interesting. The embroidery machine, which we haven't shown you, but we ought to, that we're using, there allows you to have a play area of 4 inches by 4 inches or 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And it shows you what the size is. And this circle is too big for our machine. It's 15 by 15 centimeters. So what do we have to change? Susan will change it without any feedback.
That's right. I will. Okay, so I'm going to
Reset and now click. And you see that one is 7.8 by 7.8 centimeters. If you want to see what it's like in inches, you can change, but we got used. Do you want to see how to do that?
Yes.
No, not there, there. No, the next one.
the
over.
turtle. Oh, yeah,
See,
here it is.
display in inches. And now it's in inches. So
But we're used to.
Susan and I are used to centimeters. Also, 10 is so much bigger than 4 that I feel like I've got more expressive motion. So one of the things you can do is try different size, making different sizes. Does somebody want to suggest? We know what 10 does. Make it 10, make it 10. So this is how it started. Okay, how about, that's a big difference, 10 and 50. There's a big difference. Try 40. Good. Well, we want you to play with this. But in playing, we suggest that you go to the embroidery palette and try a different stitch. Now, we can connect them and it's only the last one that gets implemented. So run.
You want me to reset?
Reset, yep. And now repeat. And if you tried another embroidery stitch, you'd get something different. We'd like to have you take 5 minutes
Yeah.
to play yourselves with what we've just shown you. and let us know. Yeah, Susan will keep experimenting.
Cross stitch. Why did I reset?
Just
Okay.
click on repeat.
Oh, repeat. There we go.
Now you could change the density and width of Z stitch if you wanted.
Give
And-
me some suggestions. Like go to 10 and 20,
5,
25,
no, 5.
5 and 25,
No,
with 5.
yeah.
Okay, got you. All
Well,
right.
I don't care. You could do something else. I don't know why I suggested it, robot.
There you go.
It's because I like the daintiness.
The daintiness, okay, I'm gonna get bold.
Okay. That is bold, but it still would fit. It still would fit on our machine. So you're fine.
Yeah.
Anyway, playing with that is 5 minutes up
No,
because I want to. Oh, which is serious. Now you're going to try it,
the
to
wild one.
Tommy.
We call this the wild one. You have different stitches. So I hope, does anybody have any questions so far? We want you to follow along and at least have this repeat and the reset and a stitch block here because we're going to move on now to polygons and spirals.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you can.
Great. I know I love the tatami also. I know we're working with circles. Is it inherent? I've never embroidered or anything. So is it inherently circular or?
No, we're about to change the shape, sir. Mr. Gerald, how are you?
Cynthia, it's great to see you again. How are you doing?
We're about to change the shape.
Okay, great. Thank you.
And one of the things is let's make a square, Oh, what did you throw away, Susan?
all the
I
stitches.
didn't tell you to
I
do
know
that.
you didn't, but I thought I would clear things up because we don't want the tatami stitch doing everything.
Okay. Well,
I
Yeah.
also have a question.
good.
And zwar I've used the tie stitch and it's red and all the other stitches are blue or green. What is
Yeah,
the difference?
Because the tie stitch is not an embroidery stitch. Here, I'm going to show you.
The tie stitch does exactly what it says. It's a good
Okay.
stitch to do first and a good stitch to do last.
Ah, okay. Mhm.
That's its purpose, to
Mhm.
sort of tie off or,
Okay.
okay?
Mhm, thanks.
We're going to go to another stitch in a few minutes that also appears in red.
Uh-huh.
And it too is not really part of the design. It just helps you move around in making
Okay.
the design.
Mhm.
So here's a simple thing. We want to make a square. How many sides to a square? How many,
4.
and how many angles to a square?
4.
Well, we can use this 360 divided by 15 idea to find out how much to turn the turtle to make a square. So see, there she is. She did it without my even suggesting. And we could put that, no, we could put 4 inside repeat, and we could put 360 divided by 4 inside the turn. And now, would you, don't erase, Susan. Just run repeat. Ah. So if you wanted to make it bigger, what would you do? You're allowed to speak.
Okay, you would move a bigger number of steps.
Okay.
Mm.
So, in fact,
I moved a smaller number of steps.
one of the things you could do is instead of 4 sides, how about 5? Now, would you, okay. Well, the same thing would hold true for what, 6? How about poor little 3? Could you make 3 bigger, please?
Make 3 bigger.
3, I'm sorry, try 3.
3. Okay.
And well, just run it, go ahead. It's harder to see, which is why I wanted you to make the shape bigger.
Didn't make it big enough.
No, it's okay. So you see, you get the idea. So I'm going to show you now how to make a block called polygon. Because all of those shapes are polygons. So Susan, would you hold the right mouse button down and select make a block? And I always put my blocks that have to do with the turtle, almost always, I put them in the motion palette. And now we have to give it a name, and you can choose any name. But my robot remembers what I called it. Say okay. And now I can drag, or my robot can, the repeat. And would you make that window, I mean, the block editor bigger so we can see it? Well, what I'd like to be able to do is change the size of the polygon and change the polygon. So I need to give polygon 2 inputs. And the way you just specify the input is you click on the plus sign and now give it a name, and let's have it be length. Is that good, Susan?
Mm-hmm.
And put length in the move block. And now we need another one, which is number of sides or number of turns. Or turns, whatever. I like number of turns. And put that in repeat, and then in the as the divisor. And now say, okay.
It disappeared, Cynthia. Where is it?
Yes, motion. And it's at the very bottom. As you add blocks, they go after the ones that already exist. Okay, so now reset. And now try 100 and 3. Beautiful. Would you?
Can I duplicate?
You can duplicate. You want to do 104? 100, are you going to duplicate?
Oh, yes, duplicate. Thank you.
Now you could duplicate all of them.
I could duplicate all of them.
Okay, now separate them. Separate them.
56. Eight. And we could go on and on and on.
But what I'd like, yes,
Yeah. I'm sorry to interrupt, Cynthia. Margot would like to see this, to show the block again. How to
yes,
create the block. Okay.
yes. We're going to stop here and show you the block and ask you to, Susan, would you edit polygon?
Okay. If you want to, what is your name?
I can't see who's asking.
Margot, it's Margot.
Margot. Okay. Margot. Okay. What you want to do is put your cursor on the gray area, not on the blocks, and you're going to right click. And when you right click,
No, Susan.
you'll get down to make a
That-
block. Okay. And that's how you make an original block. But we're going to edit a block. So we're going to right click on the block and go to edit. Does that help, Margot?
Susan, do me a favor, pull out repeat. Yes, put it there and then say cancel. Now, you can show them what we've done.
Tell me more.
By saying cancel, the definition stays if you edited polygon. No. Edit polygon. Do this, Susan. It's just so hard to tell you.
Okay. All right.
And you see it's there, and that's because we canceled it.
Yes.
Okay, so cancel again. Anyway, I think we should break and let you make your own polygon procedure and give it any name you want. Another way of avoiding making a block is to define, no, Susan?
Yeah, I was moving this. Okay, go ahead.
Is to make variables. Would you go up to variables, Susan? And see where it says make a variable? Click on it and make the variable length. Now make another variable called number of turns. Now, pull out set, the command set, put it on top of repeat, select length, and give it a number. Pull out set, another set command, put it on top of the other set, choose number of turns and put 9. Run, click reset.
Okay, got you.
And now click on set. Okay. That's a possible way of writing this, but then you can't have the neat way of easily reproducing the effect. So I'll stop talking and
Let them.
yeah.
But it is 11:34, so we'll probably just want to give them a little time, but they have, I'm going to put in the.
Susan, I can't see. I'm going to,
Do you want to take over?
I would love to, but I don't know. I just want to see what's standard. I want to see who's having a oh, I see. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Chat. I'm going to go to the chat and see if who's here. Can you please show the block again? Okay.
Well,
already got
open
that.
polygon and leave it open, Susan.
Oh, okay, yes.
I was just,
How is that? Is that good, Margaret?
move it over, please, so that they can see.
Okay,
Oh, shit.
Got you.
Move it over, Susan.
move it over.
Do you see your on top of this? Yes.
like that.
Yes.
Okay, got you. Got you.
Now I'm not going to be. Who can see this transcript? I hope nobody, because I'm mumbling so much.
Okay, are we ready? I think we're ready to go on.
Yes.
Let's go on.
So now close this. Yeah. Say okay and throw out that set stuff. Okay. Now let's edit polygon. The reason we want to edit polygon is we want to make spirals. Susan and I love spirals. I especially love spirals. We compete for who loves spirals the most. And how do you make a spiral? What is a spiral? Oh, Susan, I'm sorry. Maybe I should have close.
Close this. Okay, I can close it. There you go.
Well, I don't have, if it were my machine, I could show a picture of a spiral without showing them the code. But anyway,
I don't know how to do that.
I know. So,
In the tutorial, there's one, right?
yeah, there is.
Oh, shall I do that?
Yes, just show them.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
Sarah. What a great idea. So you can see in this tutorial, here's the spiral.
There's a spiral. It's a square spiral.
Mhm.
And so if you look at it, you can see that the angles are all the same and the lines grow. So now we can go back to polygon and see what, again, pull out repeat for us, please. No, I'm sorry, pull out, yes, thank you. And now we can close this.
Cancel.
Yes, cancel. We want to do this, but we want to grow the length. So let's make a new procedure.
Write a new procedure. Got you. Make a block.
Motion, select.
Motion. Okay, select motion.
And I'd like it, I think of it as a spiral, Susan.
Spiral. Okay.
And we say, okay, and now drag in, repeat. And this spiral needs the two inputs. Oops, it needs two inputs. It
Length.
needs the starting length. And it needs the number of turns. Okay. Now, how many times do we repeat this line growing, turning process? More than the number of turns. So take away repeats input. Yep, throw that out, please.
Boom. It's gone.
Okay, and let's make it repeat 50 times. And now what we want to do is grow length. So if we, in variables, under the variables palette, there's a command called change. And we're going to stick that after the turn, but forward doesn't matter. And we're going to change length by whatever length is already, oh yeah, by 1. We're going to add 1 to it. Or should we add 2? 1. Let's do, I don't care.
Let's do 2.
Okay, robot spoke. So we could leave this open and apply. By the way, uncheck length and number of turns here so it disappears. Okay. And Susan, I think oh yeah, you're okay. So if you push this down, the block editor down a little bit. So now we can see, go to motion and pull out spiral.
Oops.
It's okay for the first
There you
time.
go.
And how about starting small? Just a small length.
5.
Okay, 5. And let's do 4 corners. And now click. Can you see it? I see, oh, there it is.
It's very small though. It's 2 by 2.
So make the 2 bigger.
Okay, so maybe we'll make it 5.
Okay.
Okay. Now I have to apply
Yeah,
and now we'll reset
yeah.
and we'll try it again. Oh, that's much better, Cynthia.
Okay. How about a different number of turns?
Okay.
Somebody tell us a different number of turns.
What kind of spiral shall we draw?
You want to try 3?
You can try 3. Okay, we'll do a triangle one. That sounds like fun.
And Margot suggested 8.
Ooh, that's pretty. That looks really, really nice. Here, I'm going to show you. Can you also see my, I know you can see my screen, but can you see me? Or Cynthia can show it.
Cynthia, yeah.
Yeah, then you don't have to see me.
Okay, if you look on here, this is with metallic thread, and it's exactly like that where it's very, very close. Very, very nice.
Oh, look at this one. Whoops, this one. How many, as a regular polygon, how many? Somebody said 6. Susan, try 6.
Okay, 6. So reset 6.
Yeah.
Oh, that one will just fit.
See,
It's
look,
9.8.
it's this.
Oh, yeah, it is.
That's why I was asking.
Oh, yeah, that's it. And that's with rainbow color changing thread. 8. Somebody wants 8, but we don't have 8 on there. But that's okay.
Well,
Let's see.
now, would you like to try this for yourselves
Yes,
for the next
5 minutes.
5 minutes? Would you like to try this for yourselves? And we'll leave the procedure, the block editor open. Is that good, Susan?
Yeah,
Okay.
now I'm just clicking on them one after the other. That
Oh,
makes a
how
kind of fun
nice.
pattern.
Okay.
That's really nice.
It's beautiful.
Let's see, what if we did it with 5? I like pentagons. Oh, remember this? This is the one where, what was her name? She made the earrings out of this one.
Yep.
We made earrings out of this
Yes, one of the young people
that we taught.
put a circle at the top, and she made dangling earrings.
Yeah, they turned out really nice. too.
I think it's time for us, by the way, to show you, the time goes very quickly. I think it's time to show you the machine
Okay,
and some of the finished products.
okay, sounds good.
Okay,
So-
so do you want to take a machine that
I'm gonna take this machine
you want me to? you
because
go.
mine has the code on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but you don't mind leaving that in.
No, I don't mind leaving that in. Okay. Oh, we need something to put in it. Okay, so here, I'm gonna show you, let's see if I can see. Oh, yeah. Show you some of the things that we make.
Susan, I'm going to shut the machine off.
Okay, shut the machine off. So this is an example right here, the moon of combining digital and analog embroidery, where I did a turtle stitch outline and then I embroidered the phases of the moon.
Let me suggest just showing all of them.
Okay.
and showing this in particular.
Oh, okay, here's
Since-
the,
This is what you made.
Yes.
From a beautiful spiral.
yeah, here, and I laser cut pendants out of wood in the Fab Lab and make these into necklaces.
Now let's just show, we don't have that much time.
Okay, okay.
So here is the machine. And I'm turning it on. If you were here, in order, you press this and press that, and that sets up the needle and holder for the hoop. I'm going to take this out.
Okay, you can take it out.
This is a hoop, and this is fabric and what's called a stabilizer. And Susan is very good at putting fabric and stabilizer in hoops. This is, as I said, 4x4 inch material thing, and you put it in machine like that. What I have is I've downloaded a file in the format that this machine recognizes onto a flash drive, and I stick it in the USB holder, and now I'm set. And there was something here before, I'm canceling. The machine has this little window, and this is what I press because I want to see what's on the USB drive. And there are a whole lot of folders with files in them and files, and I can press and see. Okay, which one should I pull out? I think this says poly. Maybe I should pull that.
Okay,
I don't know what it is. Then set. Oh, well. You can't tell what that is, can you?
no,
So I'll pull another one.
yes.
Okay. See, now I can cancel that. Oops, and now wait for another one. What?
Do the rose one. That one's pretty with all the circles.
Oh. Oh, yes. Okay. I used arcs to make this design.
Okay, so let's print it.
Oh. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Okay, so I say edit, embroidery. And now this is still red because I haven't put the presser foot down. Now this says it's going to take 13 minutes.
That's fine.
But I'm just saying it takes 13 minutes. and that there are 5,200 stitches.
Yes.
Okay, and once I press this green button, off it goes.
Seeing everything okay, Sarah?
Yes, can you get a little bit closer to the machine? So you can see it, actually, yeah.
That good?
Yes, you could even get closer, but it's great.
It's half circles. We'll come back to this. Let it run, and we'll show it to you
At the end.
at the end. Because we want to play with spirals with you. We're going to do this crazy thing, Susan.
We are? Okay, good. I like crazy things.
We're going to add polygon to the spiraling.
Oh, my goodness. I remember this. Okay.
Okay, so you want to put length in there and number of turns. And let's see what happens, Susan.
Okay, so I'll apply it.
Well, I would close it. Oh, I don't care. Yeah,
Close it.
apply it.
So what should we do?
Reset.
Reset first. Okay, gotcha.
And now click on spiral.
Well, we have the, see, we have polygon and we have the polygon should be a different one, like a,
Okay, we didn't see any difference. So would you change that and make the polygon be, no, leave the length and make it a square or a triangle. Just put in 4 or 3. Not 5, 4. Oh, yeah, that's right. And now reset.
ooh, look at that.
Beautiful.
How should we change it?
Well, it's try 7, please. Do a spiral of 7 sides.
Mhm.
Now go and edit. Isn't that gorgeous?
That's really pretty.
Yeah, edit. Instead of 3, put 4. Okay. And now run the same thing and see the difference.
Oh, wow. So you can nest these things, a spiral and a triangle and a square and get different designs. You should show what you printed this morning, Cynthia. We printed one of these this morning. Didn't we?
Yeah, the needle fell out of the machine.
Excellent. Oh yeah, these were really beautiful. Oh my gosh. Wait till you see these.
This is one of the ones that Susan ran. And this is another one that Susan ran.
Yeah, it's really amazing.
And it's just totally unexpected to me. That's why I
Ah,
decided
oh.
to share it with you.
Margot says, we can help Margot. Yay, we love bugs, Margot. Very cool, but I got an error message, 88 are too long, will get clamped. What happened to her? You needed, that usually means, Margot, that you didn't choose the embroidery stitch. So you have to make sure if you choose the embroidery, don't choose the embroidery stitch. You always get this error message that says it will get clamped.
Yes, we didn't we didn't share it today.
So we only have 5 more minutes. What can we share with you in 5 minutes?
Are there questions?
Just Margot got hers to work with your help, and then do the embroideries sometimes fail on the machine?
do our embroideries?
Well, the machine just now dropped its needle. So the great circle design has paused.
Yeah.
So things like that happen. I don't know how the needle got loose, but whoever put it in didn't make it tight enough.
Yes, and
But sometimes if you're too tight, it'll break.
But when I was moving it around down the hall, I might have loosened it up too. But other things that will happen that will make things fail are
Susan,
if you make
show them.
a satin stitch too small, too skinny, because you can change the sizes of them. You might have it might go through the center too many times. It really is a conversation between you and the machine and the code. So just like any other machine, you have to know your materials, you have to know your machine, and the more that you embroider and the more that you test things out, the more you'll get a feel for it.
Susan, would you tell them now the resources, about resources?
Oh, let me tell you, yes, this is, we forgot.
It's on your, it's on this thing, but you are such an expert in.
Okay, so let me show you, go back to here. Now, hopefully maybe Sarah, you can show the
Document.
not the document, the link to this document again.
Oh, that's what I meant.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sure will.
Link.
So
Oh,
if
yeah.
you go to the bottom of the document, and this goes over most of everything that we did, except for that last little piece that we added. But if you go here to resources, if you really want to get started in TurtleStitch, we have this very nice, very nice spreadsheet. And it tells you some supplies we know and love. And it explains different kinds of threads, bobbin threads, top threads. It even gives links and prices. It tells about, bobbins, where to get bobbins and needles, what kind of needles you need and stabilizer. So that's a really wonderful resource for you all. The second thing that's on here is a resource for just some links that we know and love. So on TurtleStitch, there are some resources. There are links to skill cards and curriculum that's developed. Yes, you can stitch in different colors on one. Yes, you can stop the machine and start it again. I'll show you one in a little bit as soon as I finish this. So Cynthia and I have 2 articles about TurtleStitch in an upcoming book. There's a really great, this is for like the nerd, the folks who really love turtle geometry. There's this huge book, but it's online, so you can get it, that describes different things you can do with turtle geometry. There's this really, if you want to teach kids about sewing machines, or if you're just curious about them, I love this old video that's been remastered about the secret life of sewing machines. And then there's various articles on, various things that you need. And then we use Ed Emberley and his How to Draw Books for Children, because he makes things out of squares, triangles, and circles. So you can start making things. And here's something that
she's
doing.
Kristen Burrs made.
Yeah. So this is something that one of our Turtle Stitcher friends made, Kristen Burrs, and she did this based on an Ed Emberley book. We also want to introduce you, if you're interested in the computer graphics end of things. Vera Molnar was one of the pioneers of computer and algorithmic arts, or what they call generative art. And there's some slides of her work, and here are some examples done in TurtleStitch of sort of homages to Vera. Vera.
And there's one more thing I'd like to show you. Well, there are several, but see this, Susan, would you run the square with 4 point?
Oh, yes, okay.
We messed around. You might want
The
to take,
polygon.
you might want to take polygon out. No, it's spiral.
It's
it's
a spiral,
spiral.
right? Okay. Take polygon out of spiral. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
take polygon out of spiral, just drag it over.
I know. I'm going to move this back.
And now run this with the number of points. Oh, you threw it away. I
Oh,
said, just,
okay. Here we go. Polygon.
no, I don't care. Just say, okay, Susan.
Okay.
And now run spiral, erase what's there. So do a reset
Oh, yeah.
and run spiral with 7.1.
That's the number of turns. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. We're just going to show you one more really cool thing
We hope
to
we
blow
are.
your mind.
we hope we are.
Oh, no, it didn't do it.
Yes, it did, but it's change 5 to 2. No,
Okay, to 2.
well, or do 4.1 for me instead of 7. Too big, but
Okay.
try this. Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
we've accomplished it. So isn't that cool? So what we did is we changed
It's this.
the number of sides to 4.1. Yeah, show it right there.
I did. I'm showing it.
Oh, good. Okay, now somebody asked if we recommended a machine. In the resources, it's in there, but we really like if you're in the United States, I understand it's harder to get if you're in Europe or China, is the Brother SE 600. If you can find a used 400, they are workhorses. If you have a lot of young people working with you and you need something that's dependable and easy to fix, the Brother SE 600
Or 625.
or 625 are really wonderful. Now you can change the thread by stopping it. You can change the thread by stopping it and starting it again. I'm going to go get.
There is a command in TurtleStitch called set color. And when the machine encounters that, it stops.
Yeah, I'm going to show you this. This is one that Cynthia designed and I printed out, and I printed the turtles in green and the flowers, there's beads on there, but just ignore those, in yellow. And so the way she did her code, she printed the turtles first, and then I stopped the machine and changed the thread to yellow.
And then this is a nice design where you can play with spirals. Susan, don't
Yes.
you like this one?
Oh, yes, there is a lot going on. We're going to say goodbye because it's 12:03, but there's lots about TurtleStitch going on at the conference, including the keynote from the founder, Andrea, on Sunday, which is going to be really good. No, Saturday. Her keynote is on Saturday. And there's a birds of a feather. So if you're interested in meeting up and chatting with people who like TurtleStitch, come to the session on Sunday. Thanks, Richard, for telling us.
Oh, right. I was going to say we should turn it over to Richard.
So I hope you all enjoyed this. And if you have any questions, you can email us. Our email is on that. Emails are on the guide, the tutorial. Anything else?
It's been fun. Thank you.